Hello, football faithful. The international break is over. In fact, I'm happy that at least next week we'll be enjoying football again because this week is FA Cup and we are not in FA Cup. So I'm happy that gradually, as we sleep and wake up, we are getting closer to our next fixture, which is against Leeds United. But Cunha has been amazing in that left-hand side, as all of us can observe. Cunha has been devastating in that left side, even though the guy is not a left winger, but the guy has been causing problems all this while. In fact, is one of those our best players in the team as a whole. He has been attacking that pocket of space. Once Cunha sees any space, he goes there to create that exploit. And sometimes too, the same Cunha too, he creates the space by himself. I just love the way he takes risk. That's one of the qualities of Cunha. You could just see him, you could just take some kind of risk, and the next thing is creating goal scoring chances. And we've been enjoying him. Now, Dogu also will be coming. You know, when Dogu was there, Cunha always comes in the 60th minute, most often than none. 60, 65. Cunha will come in. By that time, Dogu would have run out the opponent. They would not tire. You will just see Dogu. You know, he's a natural winger. So he had the opportunity and the profile to just run through. When he runs them when they are tired, we bring in Cunha. Cunha now will now play against the tired legs and cause more devastation. So two of them, that's how they've been managing that very spot. Right now, Dogu will be returning. That is the essence of this broadcast. Dogu will be returning. Now I want to put it to us. Should we continue with Cunha, who has been doing magic, creating chances, exploiting those areas behind the defenders and causing problems up front? Or we should go with Dogu, who we know can run the opposition tired, and when they are tired, we bring in Cunha to finish the work. I want to get your own thoughts on the comment section. Hello, football faithful. This is what I found. The report is saying that Manchester United in this April is going to be reaching out to other candidates for the permanent job of Manchester United. And of course, Michael Carrick himself is one of the options because we want to encourage him for the good job he's doing. Managers that have been shortlisted for this job are managers like Pochettino, Nagelsmann, and Luis Enrique. And all these guys, it is clear that they want to manage in the EPL, except Luis Enrique, who has not come out publicly to indicate his interest to manage at the EPL. I love this report. I love this report. I keep saying it. Amorim was not interviewed. Those who hired him, people like Jason Wilcox, I'm saying it that they need to redeem their image to me, personally me. You understand? Because we didn't follow protocol in that very appointment. And it affected us a great deal because we didn't understand the man's plan. Maybe if they had interviewed Amorim properly, Amorim would have, because Amorim kept on hammering on, we are going to suffer, we are going to suffer. Maybe what the man was trying to do was going to be long term. So it's now left for the management to say, how much time do we have? Then if he gives us time, we will not be patient with him till that time. If we are not able to be patient with him, we can tell him, no, this time you are giving us in this interview is too long. We want a manager who will give us instantaneous results. All these things would have been discussed. So that is why I am liking the fact that they want to interview scores of managers for the job. And also, not to make Michael Carrick complacent, that after all, there were no manager in sight. So will not be overconfident that they will give me the job. No, I don't want that. And I'm happy that the Carrick himself is a very intelligent man. He told them that don't employ me on the basis of emotions. Don't employ me because I steadied the ship. Employ me because I'm good enough to do the job. These are the kind of conversations I want to see. Nagelsmann has openly said he wants to manage at the EPL, and of course his contract is going to be expiring around 2028. So of course this man is looking like he's ready to manage outside the national team. And Nagelsmann, if you see him, he plays 4-2-3-1. Even though he came from back like that, he was playing back 3, back 5 until he settled with 4-2-3-1. He likes his team to play very high up the pitch. He allows only his 4 and 5 to remain. While his fullbacks attack from wide area, then the 6, 8, and 10, they attack you centrally. You understand? So he commits more players up front so that in case first balls, second balls, and third balls will fall on them. And he likes to build from the back. All his midfielders are very creative. They like creative midfielders, like progressor. Then one anchor to balance them. That's the way he plays. You understand? So he's not a bad manager. He's not a bad manager, even though I have my reservation that if you come to EPL, if they see that you play that high, teams will exploit you from the wide area with speedy and pacey wingers. But that is another story for another day. All I'm saying is, I interview all these managers. Let's hear from them. Let's hear their plans and the rest of them, including Michael Carrick. If he qualifies us for the Champions League, put him on that seat to be interviewed also. Interview everybody so that there will be, systematic pick of who will become our manager. For me, is Michael Carrick. You understand? So the likes of Jason Wilcox should not get involved because he has disappointed us a couple of times. You understand? So I think this is a very welcome development from me. I don't know what you guys think. Let's have your thoughts on the comment section. Hello, football faithful. We have Leeds to play, Chelsea and Brentford. 3 tricky matches, 3 tricky fixtures you want to see. The 3 of them are tricky. In EPL, no game is easy now. Regardless of the fact that Leeds are in 15th position. In the EPL, we know the look table of the log. Whether the team is down or up. A new game, once you are meeting them, it's like a fresh game. So they are tricky fixtures. Although Leeds is coming to our home. So of course, it's not going to be easy. This FAC, that's the manager. FAC plays different football. Sometimes it goes with the back 3, sometimes it goes with the back 4, sometimes it goes with the back 5. So you never can tell which system is going to use. But all I know about FAC is that his football is possession heavy plus high press. Possession heavy plus high press. They like to keep the ball. Marcelo Bielsa has given them an identity. He has given them this way of playing, their culture, which is possession based. So any manager that is coming in now, the management will want to look at a manager who has that same culture of playing, and that's what FAC is doing. They like to control the game, and as a result, they expose the back sometimes. They will want to control the game, but because they want to control the game, they will be exposed at the back. That is one of their weaknesses. You understand? Now, this is what they do. This Eating Ampadu, the guy is their holding midfielder. That is their anchor, their deep line anchor. They use that guy to start possession. I would see that they do be that. They use that guy to start possession. Once they want to start to beat from the back, Ampadu will drop deep to receive the ball and progress. That's where they are very dangerous. They don't like going long because they want to keep possession. So once Ampadu is pressed, as he's dropping deep, our 3 attackers, regardless of where Ampadu wants to position himself to pick the ball, whether left, right, or center, our attackers should just press them from there. Press them. The 3 of them will just go all out in a structured press. Press them. Once you press them, they will want to go long. And once they go long, they will not have the ball to play that their possession base because there are players like I think Tanaka and the rest of them, long staff who can keep the ball, possess the ball, and begin to prepare their opponent. So if we are able to close them from that build-up play through Ampadu, their deep line anchor, we'll be able to decimate their program, their pattern of play. And there are many ways we can do that also. We overload the middle of the park because they like to play centrally. So let us see how we can use both Bruno, our number 10, and our 2 center mid to crowd the middle of the park. Where they have 1, we have 2. Where they have 2, we have 3. So we must, in that game, we must have numerical advantage over them, like 2v1 situation, 3v2 situation, 4v2 situation, to decimate them because they like to keep the ball. You understand? And because they play possession based, so our fullbacks will go up, go and pin them there, so that they will not start the possession from there. Then we can attack them through wide area. So these are ways we can actually play this team. Very difficult team, but if we're able to play this way, we are going to decimate all their plans.